Hi, I'm Dr. Brandon Mines. I'm a family medicine, sports medicine physician. My practice is concierge sports and family medicine. My general history is I grew up north in Wisconsin and came down to Atlanta many years ago and helped start and grow our sports medicine department at Emory University. During that time, I worked with the Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks, Atlanta Dream, and lots of our local colleges and high schools. And during that time, orthopedic injuries, fractures, sprains, all over the body, treated concussions and everything in between. And so right now, as I mentioned with my new practice, I am really reaching out to athletes of all types, professional, collegiate, high school athletes, and really looking to get them back in the game, get their injuries treated. Lots of sprains and injuries happen, and many times the issue is how do they get back to their sport quickly and effectively. So I always am looking for innovative ideas and products to get our players back. So that's what makes ActivArmor super exciting. Yes, some of the challenges I faced in the past with traditional casting and splinting is a lot of times the fit it was not very comfortable. Patients, particularly athletes, would find rubbing and pinching, not to mention with certain sports, there's going to be moisture, there's going to be rain, there's going to be swimming activities and recreational activities that would basically they'd be severely limited from participating in because of the casting and splinting. So we had to deal with lots of sad patients, adhering to the recommendation of, hey, we need this to heal, but you can't do your sport for just be ready for a couple months. It's going to be a while. So that was always hard to deliver that message. What motivated me to reach out to ActivArmor was honestly the type of product it is. It definitely has durability, it has breathability, it definitely has the ability to give my athletes the chance to participate in their sport and not have to worry about moisture and wetness and can I perform at my highest level because will this thing on my wrist or leg hold up? And so it's nice to see that product is available and I could bring that to small kid athletes all the way up to the professional athletes I work with. So as far as how this would work, blend into my workflow, I think that it would go very well because part of my practice is I'm a mobile-based practice and I do have an office-based practice. And because a patient would come with an injury, a sprain, the whole point of like, hey, you know what? We got this great product we're gonna get you put into. You can quickly scan and show them what the product looks like. Because the scan is done in a quick manner and you can get the device very quickly printed up, then next thing you know, they're in it and they can see it and touch it and it's a real thing for them. And it's adjustable, so my staff can help fit it appropriately and the patients can always reach out to us if there's questions and we can help them do some similar adjustments on their own. So I think it's very user friendly and really a game changer for what they want to do. So I think my patients are going to be extremely happy. Atlanta's very hot, half the year, hot and humid, and I can picture my soccer athletes, football players are going to want to have something that is breathable, that is functional for what they're doing, but minimal downtime, more comfort. And so I think that it will be something that they'll feel like they have the upper edge, despite having something that was injured or need to be treated. They'll still feel like, hey, you know what? I got medical staff on top of it. I got leading edge technology protecting my injury. And that instills confidence in the athlete and lets them perform at their best. And I think that'll just be evident to the rest of the team and even opposing teams, because they'll be like, what does he or she have? Like, I need to know what that is. So what I like about ActivArmor is it works well with my own creative juices as far as me thinking about ways I can empower my patients with something that can get them better faster, more efficiently. I deal with fractures a lot, and a lot of athletes do have issues with healing fractures. So being able to modify the splinter cast, to use a bone stimulator, to be able to have the ability to have a certain area where we can have an opening where the physical therapist can do some type of ultrasound or modality to help speed up recovery. That's a huge game changer, I think, for the athlete. And it also, I think, gives me the chance to really to think about how I can be creative in ways that they can use the device in their sport. And that partnership with the athlete, that's empowering to them, because that's always going to be something that they are going to latch on to and build a relationship with me and any provider that uses this product in that manner. And that just helps down the road. So one of the things I really like is that because this is a product that you can make on the go based on what the patient needs. There's not a ton of space where I need 100 different splints and braces. We make it for what the patient needs, for what their size is, and so that helps me with the space that I have to use in my office. I think from a cost perspective, I love that it's affordable to patients. It's not some exorbitant cost. Insurance can work with it. For people in circumstances where they would rather pay a cash price, it's very affordable. And so it's not really inhibiting or slowing most people down from getting into the device. So that's kind of the biggest thing I like. So clearly, we all know what the traditional cast and splint looks like. So if you imagine a patient with an ActivArmor splint or cast on, people are going to see it. It's going to be a cool color. They're going to be like, what is that? And so on top of that, I'm able to put my business name on it, brand it for myself. And what that's going to do is patients are going to show their friends, other providers, and coaches and what have you are going to see that. And I think that points to like, wow, whoever, like me or you, whoever's on that splint, wow, that office is leading edge. That I haven't seen that before. I don't even see that in a lot of professional sports, but this is really cool. How do I get into that game? So I love that angle of it.